picks. Same can be said for Secret. You've got Kezu Bat, of course.
I'm wondering if
CM, he lives on that hero.
I'm wondering if they're going to do the old approach that they used to do on Secret, where they start like the aggro tri-lane with CM, well, with CM +1, +2, like plus, you know, Kezu and YapzOr's heroes. They leave MP alone, which Secret loves to do, and they have Puppey kind of just jungle at the start afterwards, just to make sure that he gets his levels, and then they make it away and just make sure that Kezu has a good start, because they don't want him to suffer, because that's the way Secret plays. They play a lot around Kezu having his farm, having his items. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them try that kind of aggro.
Getting ourselves in. Let's see what the lanes are, see what they do. Start. Pretty intimidating 1437 silence. Let's have a look at that.
It is.
Look at that face. It's got some sort of juggernaut mask on. No one.
It's a pretty sick looking one. I have to say, I always loved watching Cuckoo and Raven. These two guys, always on TnC, have been outstanding like performers. They always end up having like 25 kills, 24 kills, like 1 death or something. So I always keep eyes on them. But not only just them, don't want to sleep on the supports. Tims. This guy is always a beast whenever he plays like his Earth Spirit or whatever roaming hero he does. So eyes on him and YapzOr to be making the plays around the map for their teams.
Tims, bit of a wallop there from YapzOr. And I mean, which lane do you feel is going to suffer the most? Who's going to have the hardest time in this opening? The lanes looking to be pretty much as expected, with the safe lane tri lanes coming out.
Depends on how they start. Do they? I think they are going to start the tri-lane aggressive. That's what I'd imagine.
Oh, you think they will?
It's a very secret thing to do.
Ah, yeah, they're switching it up now.
Yeah. This is like that's their bread and butter usually. So we'll see if they do want to do that one. I would say probably mid one if they don't actually help him, because Tinker versus Invoker is a pretty hard matchup for the Invoker. Mid one is one of the more comfortable ones on it though, so we'll see how he's able to do. Massive amount of pings coming out. Secret seems to want to try to deward lane ward that TnC places, but TnC this game did not prioritize it. They prioritized putting the mid ward, and they prioritized putting the ward kind of watching where the Crystal Maiden's movements would be through the jungle.
See any bounty runes being stolen? Each and side grabs the couple.
The double, look at the 3-man block in mid lane right now by Secret. They really want to make sure that mid one gets the perfect block for that mid lane.
I mean, at this rate, it's certainly going to be the better block. So he should have that high ground control as the waves meet.
So Sam Mage right away top lane. I think he's recognizing he's going to be versus a solo lane, and he's going to pull the creep wave. That could be really nice if he's able to meet it with his creep wave in the middle of those 2 towers. So they're just, okay, so they're actually just going to leave Kezu to start bottom alone. Puppey's just going to straight up start jungle, and they're going to do the dual lane mid just to make sure that mid one can actually get some farm. You have to eat some heavy harassment though with the torrent.
Yeah. Tim's on point there with that, holding back the Elder Titan. And both teams requiring this secondary support in that mid lane.
Sam H was able to meet the creep wave in between his 2 towers, so he's able to deny majority of that wave, but MP also did the same thing with his wave, so top lane should be pretty much farm versus farm until Lone Druid gets level 5, where he can start putting a bit more pressure. Kezu though knows. Kezu though during this, he knows he's versus a dual lane because the Conquest forced middle to try to help the Tinker a bit. So Kezu should get a good chunk of experience and blast hits down here. It's gonna be very nice for him.
Again, so Van the Torrent gonna make another bit of an attempt on to mid one here.
Oh, they've got laser rocket.
Bring him down, and that's gonna be your first blood. This mid lane looking pretty scary indeed. I mean, you said
we were saying, man,
it's never going to be nice for the Invoker. And
it's the Tinker versus Invoker kind of matchup. You're significantly kind of squishier than the Tinker as an Invoker, just because of the burst that Tinker has and the skill build that you can go, which we'll probably see him get like 2 laser, 2 rocket, and then he'll hold skill points or something along those lines.
And certainly has to be careful with that. Tim's Kunkka hanging around. Tim's now making the move back over, and we'll get eyes on Kezu in the jungle. Starts to play around with him a little bit. Does have 1437 herding across as well. Lands the curse out. Forces the Firefly out, and Kezu has to back off. So just creating mass amounts of space for this safe lane PL.
Puppey in the meanwhile just still continuing to jungle. Finds himself an Arcane Rune on Crystal Maiden. Probably the best rune to jungle, of course. So it's only like 80 more for your Frostbite rather than that 150 or 140 that it is. Bear top almost actually gets brought down by Sam H, getting very aggressive.
Sam H diving right in deep for it. CS on this top lane, 10 for 5 at the moment on MP. A slight lead, but saying a lot's being found by this this offlane Legion.
Yeah.
They're keeping up the farm. Sam H he's loving life up there. He doesn't mind it at all.
He should be able to, yeah, he should be able to farm well. It's until that level 5 comes out where it's actually threatened. He still has to be like a little bit concerned of just standing there because you just eat the double right click. It's pretty much two heroes. That's what going through it is. Midwin though still, he's doing fine, you know, with the CS at least. He's 12 and 6 to the 12 and 6 Tinker, so that help he's got from it, the Elder Titan and being able to use that Forge Spirit is doing well for him. But now the Torrent comes out, they've got level 2.
Again, another connection. It will be the Absol play with the Stomp, trying to hold them back. The X-Mark onto Midwin, dragging him in. Quite going to have that extra round of burst yet up on Kuku's Tinker.
Forcing an early Ice Wall. It's a big heavy committal that Midwin had to do. Almost getting torrented again. He has to be very careful of getting hit by those. Definitely almost in the burst region with the laser rocket.
Very scary mid lane indeed.
Kuku's eating a lot of damage.
Very aggressively there, as you say, just knowing that Midwin was close to that threshold, that the nuke damage would be enough. Quite going to be cancelled. Sure to get the full duration out of it. Himself in pretty good position, but as you say, Midwin is keeping up. He's keeping on rate with the farm despite this pressure. Yeah, Absol's presence certainly working out in terms of just evening the flow of this mid lane. Yeah,
having that the high ground vision ward as well as the ward inside of the enemy jungle, being able to watch the Kunkka's movements is really helping Midwin control the lane and know when he can walk up and play a little bit more aggressive.
Now we'll see when Puppey starts to make some movement towards the lanes. He's level 3 now. On the CM, a couple of points of course in the aura to help out the team. Yapzor trying for the sleep, won't quite find it. Now going to fight into Kuku there with the cold snap, but there's the X-Mark into Torrent turnaround. Yapzor in trouble. Rocket and Laser are going to be up in a second.
He doesn't have mana for both though.
Oh, I can't quite get in range either way for that Laser. Lucky for Yapzor that he keeps just the distance to get back to safety.
Kezu's feel great in this game though. Level 4, Tranquil Boots finished, getting as much as he absolutely wants in the bottom lane, also contesting the hard camp. He's actually going to be able to get most of it here. Oh, actually TnC gets both of the big creeps there with the Silencer and the PL.
I mean, all in this opening 5 minutes, no one is really being kept that far behind. No. Offlane is pretty much on the same level in terms of farm and XP, mid lane. Other than that first blood, it's starting to just even out between the two.
Kuku's a little bit behind on the XP, just very slightly though, because of the Kunkka's staying there with him a bit longer. Looks like TnC wants to go for their first smoke rotation with the Silencer and Kunkka. They've got it ready. It is still nighttime, and here we go.
Let's see what they can get with it. Level 3 on 1437.
Should be a pretty easy kill on Midwin if they're able to get the X, and it looks like Tim's is going for the full wraparound just to make sure, since it is that level 1 X.
They do have, obviously, Yapzor with the availability to try and hold back any sort of play with the Spirit and the Stomp. But, of course, if he gets caught out as well, if he's the one to get gone on, things could certainly get a bit trickier. We'll see if they can close the distance. Midwin moving forward. Put down a little bit by the Laser. Yapzor still in good position to react. This Torrent is going to miss here. They try and go in with that one.
Kezu's in the area too.
Look at that as well. Yapzor hits the 3-man sleep, holding back TnC, and indeed with a rotation from Kezu, they get one. They may even get more out of it as well as the 3 stacks Napalm build up on 1437. Kezu heading in deep, looking for that Silencer kill. He should get it. He does. He may pay with his life as the tower comes flying through with the hits and Kuku as well. No, he can't quite reach him. Kezu gets out, and indeed Yapzor with these stomps, making sure that Secret have the chance to turn. Oh, Kezu, don't come back in here, son. Oh, dear.
Oh, he's gonna die.
Yeah, he is definitely dead.
Oh, that's so much actually going for the Kunkka there.
He looked like he could have gone out. He just got the bounce rune and ran past the shrine. Maybe he was worried about someone TPing to the shrine.
I think
he was kind of stuck in a bit of a hard place there.
That's massive for Tim's getting there, though. Level 4. No, for him. But the 3-man stomp from Yapzor, but also not even just 3-man stomp, it's the place that Kezu was, like that presence of mind about being in that mid lane to be able to get those 2 kills.
Yeah. All in all, obviously because of Kezu's rotation towards the mid, Raven did find a free tier 1 down on the bottom lane. Objective taken here for TnC. Still very close in the early days of this game. For 2, 1437 has got an invis rune. Sentry's down in the middle though for Secret. After the Silence doesn't do too much in terms of surprise there. Top lane, MP trying to start get some pressure done onto this tier 1 lane. Bottom lane, Raven, he's feeling pretty free here. Even with Kezu coming in, there's not really too much Kezu can do in terms of killing the PL on his own. Can certainly cause an issue and try and slow down the farm. They are bringing Yapzor over as well. He gets a good sleep. They're there is the chance for the KheZu to close the gap and get on top of these two.
They do see him though, you know, they have that op sword, so they see Puppy and Yeps are walking in. Puppy's just still been jungling, huh?
I don't think he's
moved from it yet.
He's not been to a lane yet.
It's about to be level 5, so he's gonna have, maybe if he wants the 2-1-2 build or even level 3 aura, so goes for level 3 aura, and maybe he'll just continue jungling. Get the aura online for his team, so they can farm better, and maybe he doesn't really have like great lanes to gank. Maybe he can set up for mid with the Invoker, but bottom isn't really great ganks, top either. But soon we'll see him definitely making motions with Elder Titan since he does have that smoke.
Absolutely. And then you see, with the levels that he's got, he's going to make a good impact when he turn up on him. Top lane, Tim's, he's got his eyes out. Wants to set up for a dual potential with Sam H, but MP is playing it super safe. I believe, yeah, they've got that direct observer ward down, so yeah, MP knows exactly what's up. And
now they're starting to make, this is where they're like, okay, well, there's a Kunkka top. We can eat, this is the easy rotation for Secret to make CM and Elder Titan making their way up. They should be able to grab at least one of these heroes if they're able to close the distance.
TnC are being smart with their movement. They're already starting to back up. By the looks of it, means the Secret can't quite get the catch. There's going to be some space for Cuckoo in this mid lane, with mid one obviously heading away from the lane, knowing that he himself isn't going to have the support backup that he needs with the rest of his team, looking towards trying to find some action up top.
Yeah.
So this is a free lane for Cuckoo as he obviously races towards those boots of travel. 1300 towards the recipe at the moment.
Interesting, the patience from Secret there. They were like not really trying to make the aggressive plays because they don't really have damage with those type of like offensive heroes like Lone Druid, CM, Elder Titan right now. They don't really, you know, they're not really killing at this point. So they're just trying to secure the Lone Druid's farm. Instead of going for the aggressive, they just watch him and secure him.
Back to mid lane, you know, mid one straight back in as soon as Yapso's back in the name. Knows that he can feel a little safer now. Bottom lane, KheZu trying to make a move onto Raven. Spirit Lance though, of course, meaning KheZu can't really go for anything more than just forcing the Fiel back, but it does get him out of the lane, gives KheZu some space to now start working towards the Blink Dagger.
So it will be the double minuses coming out for Secret as expected. The Lone Druid and the Invoker getting it pretty soon. I mean, Lone Druid's got his already. Invoker about 500 gold away. Should be closing in on that one very shortly. While KheZu is, did he actually finish the drums first, or did he? Okay. He has
like
two pieces,
no. Yeah,
and then he's gonna just go back.
Yeah. I mean, he could still change his mind, of course.
Yeah,
but I guess this is the point where maybe it's, you just feel like if you can get that goal for the blink, it's worth picking up. It could make all the difference at this stage. Mid lane, trying to move in onto 1437 with the cold snap. They'll land the sleep. Meteor flying through as well. Be quite enough to tick down the silencer. 1437 will survive behind the safety of his tier 1. Top lane, Tim's trying to make a bit of a go, but MP's up on it. It's the first hit route. Sam H is there with the heal, saves him, gets Tim's out of range of the Sunstrike. Puppy getting nuked down. Trying to see if he can get the catch onto Sam H. Yapsor's there as well. Will get the slow. There's the torrent, holds back two of them, but the sleep's there from Yapsor, holding back Sam H and sets up the kill for Secret.
Nice. Able to get themselves that nice kill. And MP picks it up, which is great for him to accelerate rather than the supports. And what do we say, Raven? Raven is just going for the straight defusal rush, as we always see on the PLs. No Soul Ring, though. We do tend to see the Soul Ring pick up first, just so we can always have that mana to be able to spam.
Yeah, we saw that with last series from Nota with great effect. This is beautiful.
Oh, it's a triple stack. The dream right here.
He gets
it, but even get TnC too.
Take it. There we go. Lasso, Sunstrike. They get the kill. Is that stack going to tick out to the Firefly? He's obviously have to leave it, KheZu. Did he get much from the stack?
He got one.
He got a fair
two. Oh, he only got one of the big creeps,
but he still got a fair bit. I mean,
took most of it.
Yeah.
And he gets a kill.
Yeah, he's happy.
Absolute dream. Oh no, they just shrine away from mid one. Mid one needed that shrine. You guys.
I think he's going to head over. Dude, where's my creeps? Oh.
Yeah, he pinged it.
Yep.
Steven pinged in. He's like, they took our stack.
Feels bad in a heart.
KheZu also spots that they have an ancient stack.
So off the back of that, KheZu well on his way.
Yeah.
1500.
I love that he's playing very aggressive though. You know how like, you see like
moving around.
His positioning all over on the map from KheZu. It's because he's playing with the double and Midas lineup. He wants to be that guy who's like forcing action, because otherwise it's going to be TnC able to make plays all over the place. So right away they're smoked up. They're looking for that Tinker farming the woods, but now they know he's bottom. So they're looking for a wraparound on that mid lane.
So they can get it here. Sam H 1437.
No lasso for 30,
targets.
but Elder Titan coming in as well to help.
4 heroes of Secret really set on trying to make something happen here. Tinker, TP's back into the lane. Cuckoo getting caught up on the slow. Look at Yapzor setting up here with the sleep. Bam! He's got 3. Have they got the follow-up? Sunstrike's not going to be on point. Tim's turns up. They're not going to dive in any deeper. Nice. Back away.
Nice patience by Secret there, though. Like, being able to disengage like that, not overcommitting by any way. Just understanding that there's too many heroes there for really them to overcommit without their big ultimate on the Elder Titan.
Big items done from TnC. Diffusal Blade finished on Raven. Samage has the blink dagger. Bottom lane, Cuckoo will please spot him out in time. Not quite. Not quite enough time to get that stomp down.
If only Flame Break, still stunned. During this, it's just, it's Cuckoo just trying to stall the game, stall those tier 1 tower pushes as long as possible for Raven to get online with that PL. And he's starting to get online. Diffusal finish on the way toward that treads if he chooses to do so. And they're smoked up top. They're ready to take an engagement around this PL, probably expecting Secret to react for that push.
If it's going to be successful. 14:37, very close to that level 6.
Probably still not 6, huh?
Yeah. It's quite a slow one. And it does need it. I mean, it makes all the difference, of course, having that global.
Secret's bringing heavy reinforcements toward that top lane.
It's going to be hard to get a catch, though. I mean, Samage is the closest, and he does have the blink.
Once they have the blink bad, then they can actually go for it, but
yeah,
he's one creep away.
I mean, he might get baited into going in onto Kezu. They're hovering around in the tree line here.
Oh, if Kezu dies here, he's going to be the saddest person ever.
Oh, how close is he? Oh, he's so close.
He's 50 gold away.
He is so close.
I think he spotted them with that sticky. Yeah, he saw them with that sticky napalm. And they also have an Obs Ward too that I think caught a glimpse of it. So TnC uses the scan, and it does catch the heroes on the right side, so they are aware that Batrider was kind of a bait. Mid one halfway towards that Aghanims, and we have the Radiance still a bit away, so about 3,000 more gold against that online. But fairly even game, pretty much.
It really is. I mean, quite a slow-paced game as well. With 15 minutes in, it's only 2-4. Teams getting objectives, but both being very good at avoiding unnecessary fights.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that they're both being very patient about not taking dumb fights, and also just they had like that kind of mirror thing happening where they had the 2v2 in the mid lane, and neither of them wanted to get over aggressive. Batrider lasso.
He's got the blink out. There we go. Jumps forward. Global silence comes through, and that is going to be enough to buy some time for Samage. They'll look to move in. Oh, the flame break actually knocks Samage out of the Sunstrike. Not the play the Secret wanted to happen there. They may still get the kill. They've got the sleep onto Samage. In return, though, the boat flies through. It's going to be TnC taking down MP, and maybe even more Raven moving forward, forcing Secret back there. And the flame break came out of the Sunstrike. A little unfortunate there. Hard to say if it, I mean, I probably would have got the kill if it connected.
It would have been, if it was able to connect, it would have been close, yeah. But I mean, perfect timing for 1437 to get the global online. As soon as the lasso comes out, the counter initiation's there. And with Cuckoo able to always force Blue to travel up and join those type of fights, in the midst with the rum, they just didn't have enough damage to bring anyone down. MP does pay. But now global is down. As well.
He just jumps in. He's found himself a dual target straight in onto Yap, so they'll finish him off in time.
And a tower. That was very well played by Sam.
Actually, I'd say they finish him off time. They don't, because they were a little slow. Doesn't get the damage.
Oh, he didn't get the damage.
He didn't get the damage. So close.
They got the int though, right? Yeah, I think he's got 2 more now, so.
+2. Still 4-4. TnC starting to take the towers. Definitely going to be a worry, the fact that this Tinker's, you know, Cuckoo's hitting his stride, isn't he? He's getting the item timings that he needs.
He definitely is. They have scary late.
He's pretty much got the blink dagger's like done. There we have it. Blink, box, 16 minutes. You're fine. This is perfect for Tinker.
Mid one's on his way toward that Axe too, so you know he's
both mid laners. Yeah, both mid laners certainly hitting the timings that they expect. But the question is, you know, Cuckoo being where it, how good is Secret actually catching out this Tinker? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that they need to catch a Tinker so that they can get these tier 1s. These tier 1s are causing them problems because if you look where TnC's playing on the map. They're playing up on Secret's side of the map. They're playing inside the enemy jungle, while Secret is very limited to theirs. So if you just look at the map control and you draw the line, and it's like Secret kind of has this, you just naturally looking at that, they have way less to farm in comparison to TnC's massive amount all the way over here on the left side.
Bottom lane, they're hunting for him. They're hunting for Cuckoo. Oh, he's got the blink out to the side. They know where he is. They'll find him. They'll get him with the lasso. Sunstrike as well. They do indeed catch him. Does take a lot. Pretty much takes the, well, 4 players plus a Sunstrike.
I don't even know if they're going to be able to force the tower, though, either. Kunkka's TP's down to already react for it. We see Puppy's pinging it out. Like he's saying, like, we should force this tower. We need to get an objective once.
I mean, they could maybe just kill Tim. Okay, no more TPs are coming through. You're right. There's the setup, bringing back the lone druid, bursting him down. Like Savage is there. Savage roars in time to make sure the duel's not going to be successful. And peek over the TP out. Does he make? Oh no! The X marks there just in time. Great play from Tims. Brings back MP on the lone druid. They will take him down. They'll hold on to the tower, find the big kill. This time, Sam H. No, he doesn't. He still doesn't get the damage. Poor old Sam H. Poor old Sam H. He never gets the damage. Oh.
Yeah, but
he's still happy. He's taking these kills.
Secret really wanted to get that tower. They were desperate, but TnC understands that what they want to be doing in this game. Keep those tier 1s as long as possible alive so that you have more places to farm on the map. And you see, right away, you see 1437 drawing the lines on the map. He's like, we need to push out top, we need to push out mid. Be sure to keep doing that. We have majority of heroes bottom. Cuckoo, that's you.
Interesting build as well from Raven. Diffusal straight into heart.
Yeah, must be feeling like they're lacking damage on the side of Secret. It's pretty much just the Invoker at this point in the game.
Knowing that you can outlive any team fight. Yeah. Well, they managed to find a catch. The wards are out. They have the vision. They see that little CM hiding behind the trees. Take him down. TnC starting to get a bit of momentum now. They're pushing down these lanes. Raven at the top of the net worth at the moment. 3.7k in that bank, so it's going to certainly start picking up the big old pieces of the heart to us.
Radiance, well, Relic should be coming out within the next 200 gold, but it's almost 20 minutes in, and he still doesn't have it as the safe lane lone druid. That's very painful for Secret, having him be so set behind.
Smoke up. TnC wanting to keep the pressure high. Tims, Raven, and Sam H ready to go. 1437's got the global if required.
They see that, they know that Secret's not really making any big aggressive plays, so they know they're in the enemy jungle.
Yeah, they've scanned out MP as well. They know someone's here. It's a big catch. How close is he to the relic? He's got to be close on that bear. He's going to be caught out. There's the combo with the global silence. They'll get the kill. That is going to be the lone druid down. And indeed, he was so... He must have had the gold.
He had like 38-60 something, so he had the gold for the relic, but dies again as soon as he has enough.
And of course, as per tradition, Sam H still does not get his damage. Even though he's hit some amazing duels that are setting up for this, he just never gets the payoff.
Yeah. Secret's having trouble just like forcing these lanes out so that they can actually like make aggressive plays and have a face on the map. If they don't have faces on the map, then that big telltale sign for teams to be they're farming jungle. We can just kind of invade. If we see 1 or 2 bottom, we know that there's going to be an easy opportunity for us to go for that. Yeah. Now they place deep wards too, so they'll always know whenever MP does go there. Puppy X'd up.
Always caught out. X mark into the torrent. Looks like they're not going to follow in on it. A little low on TnC, so they won't. Don't want to get too crazy and dive this tier 2. They will head back. MP's back in the game. Does he manage to pick up that relic? Okay. Very close.
Got it now.
He should get it now. Yeah. He's got the money.
It's going to be very late though. 21 minutes, he still does not have it as a safe lane lone druid. It doesn't help that, the 3 deaths really hurt him, but it's also not having these towers. He doesn't have more places to farm.
Turn on the Tinker. Really adding to the potential of his damage output and capabilities at this stage of the game. Still relatively early on in his game's lifeline. 21 minutes in. Pretty stacked.
Yeah, he's felt great. And I mean, Raven actually, so he did full commit. I thought maybe he might change, but no, full committed. He's got the heart if he wants to buy it. The courier's going up there too, and
go on, Raven.
There we go.
Do your shopping. There we have it.
So he did full heart. He's pretty damn tanky.
Yeah, it did the numbers. Is there actually the damage on the board from Secret to kill him?
It's gonna be, for certain, quite tough. Maybe building the heart also to kind of deal with the, in a different kind of fashion, to deal with the Elder Titan aura, right? The natural order. Of course, the armor reduction is only from your hero, but the magic armor is around the spirit, so having that extra just surge of base HP versus the minus magic resistance and focus spells could just be enough to save him. So definitely a good choice. I mean, he's 22 minutes, almost 3,000 life.
Been on the ball. I'll tell you what,
That was instant.
I thought he could have got that lasso off.
Did you?
It looked like he could have.
Okay. I was looking at mid for the smoke from TnC, so I didn't see it.
It felt like he had time there. Maybe not. Maybe the cast was too long, but yeah. 37 silence out of response, and now straight away moving in, looking for MP. Tornado will fly through. The boat lies down. MP will survive though, and this is Secret now. Looking for the turnaround. They turn towards the Legion commander, who's trying to get himself away. Samh, can he escape? He cannot. Will be taken down. Secret find the kill. Raven trying to stick around for more in this fight. The Rockets getting spammed out, forcing Secret back. But Secret will survive. They get themselves out of this one. They do get the kill. MP
was very close to dying there. But the lack of global, because they had to use it bottom to save 1437's life, definitely put its part there. And also they didn't have any creeps for Cuckoo to TP into to have that extra burst damage. And now bottom. They do find 1437.
They drag him in. Midborn goes for the Tornado, TP out. And with a swag play, Raven will punish the Battle Rider, taking down KeyArena. It's a Secret starting to get stuck into this game and getting some action in return. Jump forward from Cuckoo, trying to burst down YapzOr. Puppey's there to look to hold him back. Cuckoo will just jump to the sideline. TP out, Sunstrike not going to be on point. Will escape, get himself back to base. Oh yeah, so 8-7. TnC still with a slight lead, but Secret starting to show signs of being able to stop down this momentum that TnC have. Radiance is now complete, the lone druid. And maybe even thinking, maybe that jump down the bottom as well was KeyArena. Maybe he didn't want to last you. Maybe it was literally jumping in and he was like, go on, global silence. Use it, use it.
Debating it.
And maybe it was just a bait for the ult. Could very well have been that way.
I thought they would still at least like commit to kind of trying to kill him, right? That was the thing. Like I saw them jump on him, but they didn't even like go chasing over and like trying to actually go for the kill. And 1437 actually farmed himself a Midas somehow during all this.
Okay. What else is he doing like on levels now? Yeah, got a lot of space in that lane down.
Also, he's about to be level 12 when he uses that. Yeah, level 12 now. 2 global. Will be very useful. And the fact that he can actually scale.
Yeah.
Quite nice.
Only 6 stolen intelligence so far. Yeah, only to be expected in a game where there's not been that many kills. But it's not the smartest of silencers at the moment. To go. Oh, yeah, they've obviously, they've got to be aware of MP's farm starting to scale up nicely with that Radiance cans, at least in the Bear's hand. Cuckoo, very well, we're towards the Axe, it's more than halfway. Axe at Ether Lens, that is going to be the point where these team fights are going to be very scary for Secret if they can't control this Tinker.
The Axe makes it, very, very, very scary. So much teamfight potential that comes out from that. It's kind of the same concept as like Tinker teamfight in comparison to Invoker teamfight. It's like when Invoker gets Axe, his teamfight's online. When Tinker gets the Axe, his teamfight's kind of online.
Waiting in the tree line up top. See if he could get a grab. See at the moment, not interested in hanging around up there. It's around as well. Find something. See, even Cuckoo just playing the same. TP's up in the top lane, comes in from the tier 2, blinks up, lays down some of the march, making sure that he doesn't get caught out by any sort of play as such that the Secret are trying to execute up there.
Secret have gained themselves a little bit of leeway to be able to push out a tiny bit, but still, same kind of thing is that they've lost all of their tier 2s. They've lost every single tower and have not been able to press forward and get onto TnC's side of the map still in this game. They're starting to have to place those Tinker wards to make sure that they can watch whenever Cuckoo is going for that split push. TnC seems pretty content with farming and kind of chilling out for now until they get their next items online for the Tinker and for the PL.
They're very close now. What are we seeing next from Raven? Okay, just
into the Manta, yeah.
Okay. More of the Dogs items on the Phantom Lancer, level 16 as well at the moment. One kind of hanging around on that top lane, waiting for a bit of action for a bit of time. Can't quite find it. We're looking to get the BKB next as well to make sure that the global is going to be a little less of an issue and get something done in this fight without having too much of a threat being controlled up by Tim's.
Yeah, he needs it because he's their, he's Secret's big team fight presence. Yeah. So once he gets that BKB online, he can not worry about the global, not worry about the Kunkka spells as much, nor the Tinker, and just he can like run in and be like kind of that frontliner with the bear. So we've got AC probably being queued up next for MP. He actually hasn't queued anything, but he has casual plate mail, so that's probably it. And okay, Secret does claim themselves their first tower of the game.
Oh. TnC though, they're into Roche off the back of this. You can take a tier 1 tower, we'll look for Roche. Now can Secret get over in time? You can see the warding from TnC is super heavy around it. got full vision of this area.
Very committed for the rush. Secret looks like they know something's up.
They're heading over with the smoke. Looks like, yeah, they're going to be able to have the time to contest this. Where's the jumping? Yapsor looking to lead in with the Spirit. Kezu up to the high ground. To focus the Bear first. We'll bring it back into the Torrent, bringing it down low. Sleep comes out from Yapsor. Isn't going to catch too much out of it. In fact, the Bear could be in a lot of trouble here. He's getting beat down upon by these illusions. Sent up to the high ground. Axe has just been finished on Cuckoo, and it could have been more of a perfect time for this Roshan.
And they have a ward on the high ground there too, so if he's set up, he can just literally spam the rockets. Yeah, he can actually force all of Secret back once he gets in position there with that ward. I mean, TnC has absolute pure vision of this team fight, while Secret has little to none.
The thing is, obviously, TnC can't really take down Roshan that quick.
No, so they do not have great Rosh hitters. The PL and the Legion are decent at best.
Moment, they've only just taken down to half.
It's always the threat of the Batrider Elder Titan versus in the pit too. Just if you stack up, you can hit too many of the spells, and it's devastating. They start making their way back in once Secret backs up. Secret does have another smoke, which it looks like they're trying to use. They're setting up for it at least.
Very hard really to catch out this PL with that stomp. Raven gonna have Doppelganger at the ready every time. It's back in, now manning up knowing that the stomp's unavailable for a little bit. Yet Secret kind of moving away from it. Not that close. I think they're aware that that ward vision is as great as it is by TnC, and they know that if they hang too near, they're not going to get the chance to jump in. Mid one, revealed down bottom, was looking to push that lane out. Tims comes forward. As the Glimmer Cave, in fact, he's going to get the catch as well onto Puppey. Drags him back with the X-Mark Torrent. Puppey will Glimmer Cave himself up. Yapsor looking for the sleep to try and hold the back.
Guy silencer.
No, but he gets purged off straight away from Sam H, allowing 1437 to get out the global. Raven now looking for the chase down, focusing MP. Savage Roar will be there from the Bear to send TnC back. That is the global down.
That's global down and lasso down. They still have ET splitter, and so Secret actually should be in a bit of a better position to fight here.
There is still that Tinker threat, and already Cuckoo's starting to lay down the march of the machines. Jumping forward as well, spamming out those rockets.
They do have the gem now on the Batrider to make sure that they don't have to fight around that vision in the Roche pit.
What about this vision game? Still TnC not quite confident enough to get in and finish it off.
Mid one is set up down bottom. He sees Cuckoo for a second.
Catch him. That's the big catch.
Oh, the tornado just misses.
Oh,
he loses
so
vision.
Close. That would have been the
Sunstrike. He gets the cold snap.
Oh, he's done it. He's done it there with that. Can he finish off the kill?
He's got the deafening blast as well.
He should get this, surely.
The Spirit?
The Spirit's there as well.
Stop.
They've got him. That's the catch they were looking for. Getting that Tinker off the map, straight over to the Shrine now, as they'll head to contest TnC's attempt for Roshan. That's the perfect way to do it. Get that Tinker out of the game. Now you've got a much better chance to go for this Puppey. Indeed, lays down the ult. Sunstrike won't connect, but with the Tornado from mid one, they're forcing TnC away from the pit. Raven's ready to come back in though. Still with the illusions, causing issues for Secret, forcing it back. And yeah, Cuckoo's buying back. Knows that he's required for this fight. They need to have him here to have the chance of holding Roche. The boat flies through, connects onto Invoker, allowing Samage to get in with the Jewel, and there's Cuckoo in his presence.
Roche,
who's going to get him? Kezu gets the snatch. TnC will get the kill though. Can they bring down Kezu twice? They'll bring him down once. That's the Aegis gone. Diffusal Blade charge thrown down onto Yapsor. They'll chase him down up to the high ground. Kezu back in, trying to get them off his friend, but it's not going to work. Cuckoo's just doing too much as he gets the triple with the burst damage that he's flying out. Kezu gets out, but as we saw there, you know, it's all about the Tinker and where he is in this game. Secret knew it. They take him out. They say we've got a chance. Cuckoo says, I know that I'm required. Buys back straight away. They lose the chance of grabbing the Aegis, but they get the Roshan kill. They send Team Secret back to the base. Definitely worth the buyback any day of the week.
And it's mid one that gets bursted down so heavily because he committed his BKB to get the kill bottom. So he didn't have BKB for the fight there. So he got X'd up and just completely comboed down from Kunkka and Tinker. So without the Invoker there in that match, it's like almost impossible for them to take the fight. Even if they do take the Aegis, every other spell isn't enough for them to take down this PL with the heart. He's just far too tanky. They should be able to get a Rex here, I believe.
They get the tower at least.
But they're actually just gonna play it safe. Okay, Shrines are available. And yeah, Lone Druid was respawning anyway. I didn't think Lone Druid had a bear though, so I thought they were going to keep going. He actually does not have a bear for 40 seconds. So maybe they just didn't want to take a risk anyway. Tinker had bought back, so taking Shrines is a safer maneuver.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, TnC, they have got the lead in this game at the moment. no real need to play it too crazily, as obviously with the PL and the the Tinker looking to be in a good position for themselves.
Yeah.
They're scaling nicely. Cuckoo, despite the buyback, off the back of that great fight, picking up the triple kill, still on his way well towards the Hex as his next pickup. Raven, actually you're going to be looking for the blink after the Manta Star. So again, I mean, with the blink and the heart, the PL can be just so hard to deal with in these fights. They're zipping in and out.
Getting all the way into the back line instantly, that's going to be super useful for him. And yeah, the later and later it goes, like, it's Tricord versus Tricord, and you can never count Invoker out though. So it's... And it's TnC's lineup does... Yeah, TnC's lineup, they scale super hard because, sure, they have, like, the Tinker, PL, and Legion Commander who scale super hard, like, all throughout because they get... Those two heroes definitely get super strong towards the later stages, but it's also Silencer. He also does get a decent amount stronger. So we do have quite a game for us once it gets to the later stages of just huge battles that can end up happening.
Let's see what the plan is here from TnC. It looks to indeed just be continuing to take these shrines off the map. Very little can be done by Secret due to this. Interesting purchase from MP. Picks up the hood now at this stage. Imagine to pass off to his bear. Yep, the bear indeed has a moment. So Radiance and then the casual plate man into the hood. So doing everything he can to just try and keep this bear alive, I guess, amongst the spam of this Tinker.
So much magic damage coming out from them, yeah. So.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Suddenly going to stint the offensive potential. The lone druid with this sort of a build. So we're 34 minutes in. It's not quite where we would hope to be.
Definitely not.
In overall farm.
We have Cuckoo now finishes up the Bloodstone. Level 19, so also with that Bloodstone he's able to actually get the level 3 rearm too, which is pretty painful in team fights, that 0.75 second rearm. Just being able to spam those spells even faster. Also it's a level 20. So that 75 cast range, even though it's minimal, it's something.
I like that because he did have the Hex queued up, but Bloodstone, it's the more fun item because as you say, you just stick around in the fight for days. Once you get those stacks on, you rarely have to go back to base.
Yeah, when you go for the Hex, it's like a specific thing that you need a Hex for. It's like, oh, the reverse is an anti-mid, you don't have enough lockdown. The Bloodstone is more for just straight team fighting when when there's no specific kind of situation that calls for.
Because overall, they've got pretty good lockdown. They have the X-Mark Torrent, they've got a Global Silence, they have the catch from the Diffusal Blade PL, they've got the duel. So
they've got more than enough like team fighting control that you can just.
They just need that Tinker in the fights as much as possible.
Yeah, have that mana to be able to spam everything that you can.
Go, Sam H.
Go for a duel.
Ready to go. Put with the blink out. Secret keep themselves safe. So he won't quite get the catch. I mean, mid one, pretty much playing mission catch Tinker at the moment.
Yeah, even picks up a blink dagger.
Yeah. He is just all about trying to make sure that he can punish Cuckoo if he slips up. We've only seen it happen the once so far, and mid one did need help to get the kill. He couldn't do it quite on his own. And yeah, TnC coming down knowing that mid one's going to be looking for that sort of play.
They seem to just be having better reads of the map overall than Secret by a bit this game. It also helps when you take all 6 towers early on, so you're kind of like, you have a good understanding of where that enemy team actually can play.
Up on top. Time again, still feeling safe. No one up there to be able to catch him. One will of course look pretty optimal. Starting. Where to go on it though? So a lot of his time has been spent looking to hunt down the Tinker, and that's keeping him behind the farm of both Cuckoo and Raven, who still sits at the very top on this PL. Very, very stacked game at the moment.
Yeah. Going for the butterfly next. It's going to be very hard to kill. Oh, they actually seem to find the Tinker.
There, it pays off eventually, as long as they can finish off the kill. Yeah, that's got a Radiant stick. And he's going to lose these charges. Will deny himself. But that's exactly what they thought they need to do. Just hunt down Cuckoo, catch him out. Same time mid lane, Raven, and 40-37. All find Japsor alone.
I mean, don't sleep on 1437 Silencer. I've seen this guy get a Rampage on a 5 Silencer before when he was like 6 slotted. Look at his net worth. He is now pulled ahead of the Legion Commander, full Hurricane Pike finished up. So he is transitioning very well.
Midas really coming in play now. So, TnC wants to try and push without that Japsor Elder Time being in the game, ready to hold them back with the stomp spam. See how much they can get through this. 5 seconds and Tinker's going to be back as well to come and join the fray. One can certainly do a good job at holding him off with the tornadoes and the ice balls and such. The bear's around as well. Cuckoo now jumps in, starts to lay down the rockets, beginning to force Secret back. See just this rocket spam causing a huge amount of issues. Obviously works really nicely as well with the PL.
Yeah.
Having the illusions out, having that vision for the rockets to connect.
Blanket of the march over the racks too allows them to build the siege decently. Two-man stomp.
Tornado follow-up. The MP will look for connection onto Silencer, but 37's quick out with the Hurricane Pike. The bear in trouble, gets slowed down by the Diffuser Blade. The Shrine trying to keep it alive. The Spirit Lance bringing it down low. Can they save the bear? Looks like they can. They will get the bear back out to safety. Illusions though causing issues for Puppey as he is again forced away from the racks. Yapsor again trying to hold them back with the Stomp. TnC will back away.
They had outside vision as well, so they were always able to see where TnC was positioned. Secret did, that is. They placed one right outside their base to know how TnC was pushing. But just look at the wards coming up from Secret. You can see like they're like, we have to play this super defensively in this game. They don't have the map control. Just Shadow Blade on Kezu. Kind of looking for something here. He does have the gem though.
Get out of it. Obviously finding the Tinker again. Even on his own, he can certainly play around and cause some issues.
They see him though. They just caught a glimpse of him with that ward that they have on the high ground. Kezu's gonna get a view of it though, but they're starting to porting. Is he gonna be able to get out?
Or can they catch him?
Should be able to get out.
They're bringing in Sam H. Sam H trying to close the gap, but yeah, Kezu's already too far away with the Firefly.
Done. Gets rid of that quick ward.
This time and space is allowing MP to catch back up with the Radiance. Has the Maelstrom on the bear.
Yep, going for that Mjolnir.
Very close to having it done as well. 37, as we see, very close to that level 18 as well. A lot out of it. Raven, money for the Eagle Song, if he wants to start committing towards that Butterfly. They're obviously in a game where KB is not going to be the item of choice on it.
No, I mean, Bear eventually.
Yes.
But yeah, the Invoker is just spell damage. And we do have the Lotus Orb now finished up on Yapsor, who's been, you know, he's landed some nice like 3-man slots, but overall I would say in comparison to his big shiny performances, he's been relatively quiet. This will help him at least be able to use, you know, use his spells in the team fights through the global. And it's also, I mean, Lotus Orb versus Tinker can also be super obnoxious. You're always able to like reflect his spells back at him, the laser in particular. If he's able to get, you know, it depends on what Tinker goes for next. Probably the Dagon 5 or something along that line. But reflecting any of those spells can be super obnoxious.
It's only been impressive how well Cuckoo's been able to keep himself out of harm's way. We've seen only really been picked out the twice. Yeah. You know, despite constantly, you know, Mid One and Kezi, they're literally solely just hunting down this Tinker with their Shadow Blades and their Ghost Wars. But Cuckoo somehow still able to for the majority, keep himself a step ahead of them.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty damn good about doing that. You know, it doesn't have like you said, he does have to deal with one or two things, but it's not like it's like some Storm Spirit who can zip from across the map. It's an Invoker who's kind of like, you know, hunting you, and the Bat Rider has to be hunting you as well. It's much harder for them to really find him if he's playing more tree line.
Overall, the game certainly slowing down. I mean, we're 41 minutes in with it. It's still only 13-8. It definitely feels to be like one of the slower games of the group stages so far.
Yeah.
Which I guess is kind of expected. You know, on one side you have this lone druid and Pete just focusing on farming, pushing the lanes out with the Radiant Spear, and on the other side Cuckoo doing the same thing with the Tinker and the Marching Machines, shoving the lanes out. Neither team really too interested in taking on a full 5v5. I mean, it's a little interesting the TnC of slowing down how much they're doing with like the whole Legion Silencer combo. We've not really seen them go for any sort of pick-offs.
No, not too much.
Anymore.
And nor the X-Tinker plays, right?
I mean, we're 42 minutes in, and you know, Legion's only got 14 stolen damage. I mean, that's not to say Sam H is playing badly.
Yeah,
we have seen he's been hitting some great duels, but it has slowed down.
Yeah. No, okay, so we've got a DD top, and Roche is up. This could be where the next kind of engagement kind of happens. They throw the Sunstrike. Yapsor is getting in position to start throwing the Spirits into the pit. TnC still doesn't bring it down quickly, even with the DD rune. Their net heroes are not really natural Roche hitters.
They're pretty safe Roche hitters, obviously, with the heart. You know, Raven can duck and dive out of the pit, keep himself at max health.
They've got a war on the high ground. It's going to get killed right now by the bear, so TnC's vision does get limited a bit. Mid one trying to force bottom in the meantime while all this is happening. Get that tier 2. He's gonna get that at least. So good trade coming out for Secret. Not even really trade because the Roche isn't dead yet. He's just making the space, utilizing it.
Bringing Cuckoo. Smoke picked up, ready to go.
Do the wrap around. Okay. They want to wrap around and get on top of that hill that they know that Secret was playing on for so long, but Secret seems to know something's up. Yep. It looks like started pinging around their bear, around the Lone Druid bear, so it looks like they kind of knew that the smoke was in that area.
Both teams very good at avoiding each other, it seems. And we're actually going to see as well from MP. He's going to be going for the Ags build on the bear. Yep. Just step out that split potential.
Yeah, I mean, they have to deal with it, so they have to keep those lanes forced out to be able to take fights properly. So that's definitely one of the ways to do so. Invoker almost has, mid one almost has the Octarine finished, though, about 1,000 gold till he has that, and that's going to make the team fights infinitely better for Secret. We've seen what happens when that happens. You know, we've seen Miracle Invokers, we've seen the mid one Invokers, we've seen what they can do once they get that Octarine level 20, 21 plus.
There is that Hex now on Cuckoo, though.
So he did have it.
And mid one, I mean, he's obviously got the BKB, but he doesn't have anything like a Lincoln Sphere. So Cuckoo's quick. Mid one can certainly get caught out. Yep.
There's going to be some very good usages of the Lotus Orb. This is where, so since she went the Hex, that's actually the best item that Lotus Orb is versed, because removing it, but it's also reflecting it back at him can actually just turn the fight instantly. A bit surprised to see Puppey not really build anything to kind of deal with the global silence. He went for the Aether Lens, Drum, Ghost Scepter, even a Glimmer Cape on top. No Lotus Orb, not even like a BKB or anything like that. Just these other type of items.
There we have it, as you say. Octarine now finished.
Yep.
So now it could certainly start to turn into a bit of the mid one show. I mean, 40-37.
Oh, he looks very dead.
Up here. He just comes up the mid lane, and there you go, Hurricane piking your way out of that one. Take him down.
Yeah, he was a bit out of position.
He kind of went down the lane whilst the rest of his team backed up. I think the team kind of looked at him and said, "What are you doing there?" We all went home.
You know, sometimes that happens. You know, you're the 5 and you're like the shot caller for your team. You're just like, you know, you're telling people to do stuff, and then you're like, wait a minute, what am I doing? Yeah.
Seems to be the case. It's down for 40 seconds. Roshan is still up. Doesn't look like Secret are going to try and do anything though, in terms of taking Rosh within that 40 seconds. I guess they themselves as well don't really have the quickest potential of bringing it down. They're pretty safe in terms of taking it because they have the bear, the lane druid to tank it, but...
The Alacrity makes it a bit faster, but yeah,
sure,
it's not crazy fast for sure.
I mean, to be fair, I guess in comparison, I mean, yeah, both teams probably could take it down at a similar pace, but neither pace being that rapid at all.
Yeah, there's no... as far as I've seen, I'm checking again, yeah, no Solar Crest, no Medallion on either side. Bit surprising too, like for the bear, throwing a Solar Crest on the bear could be super good versus a PL and versus a Legion. They're looking for the bear kill.
Yeah, they are.
Not the real hero.
They drag it in. They are going all in on the bear. Jump for Sam H.
Sam H is like, I want to duel it.
I'm going to actually get that bear done. At the same time, down bottom, a lot of split push pressure being put on.
The double catapults and the Alacrity catapult. Look at it just chunk that tower down.
Yeah, they get the tier 3 and they get themselves out. Puppey with the TP away, mid one with the backup down the lane. He'll get himself away from it all. Cuckoo's being sent back to hold it off. The rest of TnC staying in the middle lane. We'll see if they can get any sort of trade. Obviously here, they've already taken down the tier 3. They're looking for the rack. Moving in, again, sending illusions in onto the bear. They've got the torrent to hold it back. Draw, trolling Raven. Sending him away, and again, looks like TnC...
They get him trading melee racks with those double catapults.
Mid one's doing it. The pressure that this Invoker can put on, as you say with the Alacrity, he just clears the whole...
Alacrity catapult,
be allowed to happen.
Alacrity catapult, it's like 300 damage per hit on buildings.
TnC are going to be disappointed heavily as Secret just outplay them there with that maneuver. And TnC, they're into the pit, but we've seen them mess around with Roshan and not finish it time and time again, and I think this may be another time at that, as Secret are there to contest it.
They're smoked up.
Maybe just, you know, the pace of this game, you know, one decision can really set the pace of this stage. And here we have the lead. Torrent comes out, isn't going to connect. Sunstrike will be duped as Raven doppelgangers himself outside of the pit.
The Rosh is very low this time now. It's 1800 HP. This is an H and cheese as well. Mid-1 continuing the split push, kind of trying to force some reaction over there. The Raven goes back in the pit with the DD.
It's very close
1000
to going
HP.
down. Flame break, looking to knock Raven outside the pit. It's not going to happen. Global Silence comes out, trying to secure it. They won't get the snatch. Kezu tried to jump in to take it, but TnC will get Roshan, and they will get the Aegis in the hands of the PL.
You know, it does suck for Secret that TnC does get that, but they got a melee
They
Rex.
got the Rex,
you know,
they got the
like,
full Rex. I mean, I think they're fine. They're happy with that. And we're seeing, as you say, just mid-1 can do so much with this split push pressure. Cuckoo really has to be on top of pushing these lanes out. He has to make sure that there's no chance for Secret to get in and do that again, take a second set of racks, because even despite how fun the PL is, it's not really the best kind of lineup to push these stronger creeps back out.
Yeah.
If Secret do get ahead like this.
It might be a long one on.
Good Saturday. Both teams really settling in for the long haul. Lone Druid versus PL.
Aghanim's finished up on the Lone Druid now too, so he can actually push lanes out a lot better. Mid lane looks like he's trying to get aggressive on the Theban here, but who's getting aggressive on who? That bear looks like pretty damn dead.
Yeah, with the hexes coming out for Cuckoo, they will claim the bear kill.
300.
Down. Really want to try and get a set of racks to sort of equalize the situation. As TnC back again in that mid lane. They've just made it so hard for TnC to get anything done with that lead that they've had. It's now started to turn around. Only a 3k lead now at this stage for TnC, which coming up to the 50-minute mark really is nothing at all.
Yeah, and mid-1 is just continuing the split push. Now he's even taking out Shrines with the Forge Spirit, so TnC's starting to feel like, okay, we have Aegis Cheese. We have to get something out of this Aegis Cheese because we lost that bottom ranks. So they're heavily committing now onto the high ground going for this Rex.
So they can get it. Mid-1, yeah, he's just continuing to split. He's working on that tier 2 up the top. As you say, the Shrine as well being taken down by him. And they just don't need mid-1 on defense. They're going to try and catch him. They're going to try and kill him. Can they find him here in the tree line? Pop the BKB, but there's the jewel. They lock him down, catch him out, and they should indeed get the kill, and they do. That's mid-1 down for 80 seconds. Unfortunately, he now picks up the Lincoln Swift. Only he had that then, he would have been fine. But he's got it ready for next time.
He was so close to getting the... He had, like, yeah, I think a little bit less than half a second on the Blink Dagger as well, but yeah, perfect by SamH. And SamH does get his second dual victory of the game.
Hey, there we go. Cuckoo, he's ready to play with Yapzor. Jumps forward. There will be the reflect there with the Lotus Orb, sending it back. Yapzor trying to juke it out with the Glimmer Cape. Has the Stomp, revved up as well, but the second Hex is quick in again. They do get the catch. Yapzor nowhere to run, nowhere to hide as he gets brought back by the X Mark. They'll take him down. This is a defense now where Secret is starting to heavily fall apart. Puppey gets forced back, but Cuckoo spam with the laser takes him down. Immediate buyback from Puppey and Yapzor. If they look to hold this, Raven back onto the high ground, hasn't quite got the creeps there to remove the backdoor protection.
No one
still 35 seconds indeed without mid-1. See how well they can hold here. Raven brought down to half health just as to back up and heal up with the Heart of Tarrasque. Back in. Full lineup of TnC forcing down this lane. It's such a slow siege on these racks as we've seen. These racks have been up for forever. Now jumping from Kezu, see if he can get lasso. Doesn't quite get the target. Raven with the illusion spam, keeping Secret at bay. Sleep comes out onto 3. They'll finally get the range tracks. Oh, flying through there. Massive one from Yapzor. Clips onto 3, bringing TnC down incredibly low. The torrent holds back the bear. The boat won't quite connect. The bear being brought down low, but Raven, they can't finish off the melee rack. Somehow, amongst it all, they just don't have the damage for the structures, TnC. They do great at killing heroes, but when it comes to taking down buildings and barracks, it's just not in their forte. The melee wreck stands, and Secret hold them off, despite being a period where mid-1 was down for a minute and a half.
Yeah, the double buybacks was coming in clutch there by, yeah, Puppey being able to hold that.
Oh, this is the big catch. Kezu, he's found Cuckoo, drags him back into the clutches of mid-1. Cuckoo will try and walk it off, but he's not getting anywhere.
Oh, he gets the Bloodstone off though.
The deny though.
Oh, that was like, I think he was like 8 HP or 10 HP.
He's down for 50. He does have buyback, Cuckoo. We'll see if Secret can force it out. If they can force it out and take him down again, it could be the game. Still, you've just got to feel the frustration from TnC, still unable to claim a melee racks.
Here comes the Alacrity Bear.
It indeed is the push. Raven straight, looking for the bear, caught out by the tornado. Yapzor looking for the stomp, follow up. It's going to be juked out by the doppelganger. Raven keeps himself fine, pushes the lane back out. The Secret do take the tier 2. Puppey with the frostbite. To stall, get himself out of there, Raven. She's Shadow Blade picked up by MP.
The full split.
TnC have Cuckoo back in 5 seconds. Now level 20, 120 GPM. We have to step up on some of these items. Indeed, as you mentioned, maybe expect to see a Lotus Orb again come out. They're going to be absolutely huge at this stage of the game. Lots of money on MP as well. It's got 5.4k gold in the bank.
Gets the BKB, so we can actually be able to siege. It's a DD Bear right now going toward the bottom lane. He's just trying to force the wave out as much as possible, while mid one pushes out top. With that BKB and Lincoln's, mid one is very hard to actually catch out now.
You know, have they got any other ways of popping the Lincoln through the BKB? I don't know, it's just a duel, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no other way to break it through.
That BKB
if the BKB's off, yep.
Yeah.
No way for them to get it. Until the Abyssal Blade comes out for the PL, which is the next item of choice.
Okay. So, yeah, he's close to having money, and I guess probably wanting to save for the buyback at this state. Yeah. I mean, Raven, of course, this whole game still yet to die. He's 8-0.
Yeah, he's 8-0.
Yeah.
I tell you, these guys put up the numbers every time. Put them in your fantasy. They always end up having great kill death assist ratios.
Zeus starting to sweep back down along this bottom lane. Has to be careful here. Cuckoo close to spotting him there with the Shiva's Guard. Kezu thinking about going in. He's got the Shadow Blade. See if we can get some sort of a catch there.
They've got Gem on Tims. They actually spot him for a
Kezu's
moment.
already getting out of there. He realizes that he's in trouble. And he will force and blink himself back to safety. Himself out of the clutches of TnC.
Forcing reaction though. Now he knows. Now they know that like 3 or 4 heroes are bottom. So you see mid one continue up on top. The Spirit keeps forcing in mid by Yapsor with the stomp. Everybody on Secret seeming to get just a bit richer now as this goes down. It's still been pretty much stuck still for TnC lead, but yeah, not a crazy margin. Just
I mean,
a 5,000
it's
lead.
just the way in at this stage in the late game. Secret just seem to be playing that little bit smarter in making TnC react to them.
Yeah.
Secret haven't really had to do much recently in terms of reacting to that of TnC. It's constantly just TnC being forced back by the split push pressure. And you know, who would have thought of it, the mid one Invoker split push is seeming to be much more threatening than that of the Cuckoo Tinker at this stage.
Yeah, he can, well, Invoker can at least threaten the buildings.
That's true.
That Tinker can't threaten. When it's set up for top.
They need to try and catch this Invoker. But as we said, it's so hard to do so now.
They had to pass the gem off now to Sam H so he can go for those duels because he went top and there was just an instant ghost walk. He's okay, well. So it's good for them to give that to him, and hopefully they'll be able to look and clean up those wards that Secret did just place with that moment of time that they had to get out of their base. They have 3 very aggressive wards placed up.
I mean, even then as well, you know, Sam H, even if he doesn't pop the BKB, he's not actually got any item to pop the link.
Yeah.
He's not got a halberd or anything as such.
He has to pretty much like be silver edged on top of where the Invoker is going to be, and then the Tinker walks up, breaks it, and then they get the duel up. Yeah.
Instantly. Such a hard catch though. So
Definitely.
it's in the neighborhood. Mid one pushing out a bit. Got a bit of a venture. See if he can find somebody. He'll get eyes onto Tims. See if he gets tempted. It doesn't look like he will. He's playing it safe. Mid one doesn't want to unnecessarily reveal his position. Maybe if he's got a +1, he can. He's going to head up. Sam H moving around. Sam H, okay, bringing in the Tinker. Watch 2's upon it, but already mid one on the retreat. Quickly out of there.
Yeah.
And
so that's their
sure
plan then. With the bots 2, they're going to go for it.
Yeah.
Bots 2, Silver Edge, or Shadow Blade plays with the duel.
Hard to do though, of course, with this gem on Kezu.
Yeah, for certain. And during all this, it's also MP's just sending his bear down bottom and continuing the split push. So every time TnC does look to get aggressive, their waves start to heavily push in. And every 5 minutes, it's those double catapult waves.
Well, down bottom, here we have. They managed
Hex,
to pop the
they put the
Lincoln. There's the jump forward. Mid one in trouble with the control from Tims, and the duel, they'll get the kill. That's going to be mid one down.
That's godlike, and they're going to clean up the bear too.
Big catch from TnC, exactly what they've been trying to do for the last 10 minutes or so, it feels. Just finding mid one, taking him down.
They've got the game plan. Like, that's their plan now. Just use the boots of travel on those Shadow Blades to get the pickoffs on the split pushers.
Taking down one of those big calls, obviously forcing out the buyback would be the dream. Roshan is up, so TnC could just play it for that one. They're already sending the PL into the pit, so it looks like they are going to do it that way. And with no Invoker, yeah, Raven and 1437 should be able to take this meeting.
Yeah, their damage on the Roshan is getting better because 1437 is doing a chunk of damage now. doing like almost 250 pure damage per hit with those glaives.
Secret aren't going to be able to stop this.
It's not a cheese, but...
It's not. Right. Aegis and G's in the pockets. TnC, let's see if they can finally get that melee racks. Coming up to the 1 hour mark. It's game 1 between Secret and TnC. Still definitely capable of going both ways. And that's jumps in, gets Yapso. Yapso can he keep himself alive? Did get the limit cape off in time. Lotus all bad upon himself. Goes to the high ground, but the lasers and rockets fly through. Cuckoo takes the kill. And now ready to look for more. Goes Scepter on Puppey. Isn't going to save him too much as the diffuser blade comes through from Raven. They take down the CM, and that's going to be 3 dead on Secret. They do not have buyback.
4 seconds.
Will get beaten down by MP. There's the buyback from Yap. Yap's back in, and yeah, you're bang on. They can get Puppey back into the game if they feel the need to do so, and they will. They're buying back. They're looking to do their best to hold this. BKB's out on the side of TnC. 40-37 is not enough to save him, though, as he gets taken down. They try and turn towards the racks, but Raven's getting beaten down upon by the space. Trying to man up. He's got to be careful, Raven. Gets caught out by the Yapso ult. As the split comes through, that's going to be the Aegis out and down. Can they kill him a second time? Cuckoo goes forward with the frostbite there, and the slap there from Yapso. Stapler punches through the head of the Tinker. He'll buy back Cuckoo, trying to get back in and stuck him with Raven as he goes in with his second life from the Aegis. MP being forced back to the base. Very low on health and mana. Sam H coming back forward, does have a duel if he sees the opportunity, but Raven getting brought down, had the doppelganger trying to get his way out of it, but he gets nuked down by Puppey.
Oh, Cuckoo's in trouble.
And now Cuckoo's got caught out. This is looking to be a dieback on the Tinker. No way to save him. Cuckoo's down for 100 seconds. Raven, he's brought back as well. He's looking towards MP, but MP with the hood keeps himself safe. Up the high ground, the illusion still bringing him down. It's not quite enough damage. Raven caught up by the Stomp. Now will turn his attention towards Yapso, but the AoE deafening blast from mid one, forcing both Tims and Raven away. The tornado from the low ground. Mid one's found out Raven. This is a massive kill. If they can take Raven, this will be a dieback on Cuckoo and Raven. He's trying to get himself away. There's the doppelganger outside of the frostbite and the root, but it's not going to pay off. He's down. There's double kill for mid one. This could be, I mean, it should be game with no Tinker for a minute, no Legion for 80 seconds, no PL for 2 minutes nearly.
Oh, what if they... Oh my god, they really wanted to force it so badly, but they didn't even kill the melee racks.
They didn't even kill the melee racks.
Aegis, that was cheese, that was the double buyback. They super commit on it, and they still can't. Did Legion actually buy back too? Wait, Legion bought back too and came back into the fight. That was triple dieback.
And that's 40-37 dead as well. Caught out by the lasso. He has got his buyback available.
That's the game.
They are going straight for tier 4s. They're going straight for GG Secret, and they'll get it. GG is called as TnC tap out. And in a game where it just went to the 1 hour mark, Secret just kept their composure that little bit better. As TnC, despite having a strong early game and a relatively strong mid game, they just didn't know how to close it up. As Secret just played the smarter moves.
Yeah, they played really well around their shrines. That's the things that ended up saving like 2 of them in that last following engagement. But overall, yeah, Secret played really good, but more patient it seemed like. TnC, especially towards the end, seemed like they got a little bit impatient. And we can see Theben, he's probably telling them, he's like, guys, come on, like, we had this game. It seemed like even he was scaling very hard. It did seem like it could have gone either way at any point in this one. Just, yeah, like we said, a little bit more perseverance, a little bit more composure from Secret allows them to take this one.
Very, very close game indeed, and yeah, I mean, it's got to be just that